14th question. The area of the path whose diagonals are 2y and minus 3k dash square units. So the area of the path whose diagonals are, let them be d1 and d2. It is now going to be modulus of d1 cross d2, which is equal to modulus of 2i vector cross minus 3k vector, which is nothing but, now we know I cross k is minus j, so it is now going to be minus of minus 6, which is equal to modulus of 6, which is 6 square units. Next is 15. A bag contains 3 black, 4 red and 2 green balls. If 3 balls are drawn simultaneously at random, then the probability that the balls are of different colors is. So the total number of outcomes is now going to be, out of 9 balls, we are now going to take 3 balls. So 9C3 is now going to be the total number of outcomes. Now out of 3 black balls, we are now going to take, so probability of getting a black ball is now going to be 3C1 by 9C3, and probability of getting a red ball is now going to be 4C1 by 9C3, and probability of getting a green ball is 2C1 by 9C3. Hence the required probability is, let us put it as E, is 3C1 into 4C1 into 2C1 by 9C3, which is equal to 24 over 84, which is equal to 6 by 21. 16. Construct a 2 by 2 matrix A equals Aij, whose elements are given by Aij equals modulus of I squared minus j. So given Aij is equal to modulus of I squared minus j. So it is now going to be a 2 by 2 matrix. So A11 is now going to be 1 squared minus 1, which is equal to 0. A12 is now going to be 1 squared minus 2, which is equal to minus 1. A21 is equal to 2 squared minus 1, which is equal to 3. And so modulus of minus 1 is now going to be 1. So A31 is equal to 3 squared minus 1, which is equal to 9 minus 1, which is equal to 8. Hence the required matrix is 0, 1, 3, 8. 17. Differentiate sine square of root x. Now let us take y is equal to sine square of root x. Now let us apply the chain rule. Let me put u is equal to root x, v is equal to sine u, and w is equal to v square. So now u dash is equal to 1 by 2 root x, v dash is equal to cos u, and w dash is equal to 2v. Now substituting, dy by dx is equal to u dash v square, u dash v dash and w dash. So y dash is equal to 1 by 2 root x cos u into 2v. 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so which is equal to cos u into v by root x. Now substituting the values for u and v, that will give you cos root x into sine u, which is root x, by root x, which is equal to sine root x cos root x by root x, or we can also write sine root x cos root x as half sine x, so which is equal to sine x by 2 root x. 18. Find the interval in which the function f given by f of x equals 7 minus 4x minus x squared is strictly increasing. So f dash of x is equal to minus 4 minus 2x. So when I equate it to 0, let me take minus 2 as a common factor, then I get it as 2 minus 2 plus x. When I equate it to 0, I get x is equal to minus 2. Now I can have the intervals as minus infinity to minus 2, minus 2 to 0 and 0 to infinity. So let us now check the values for f of x at these intervals. So at the first interval, minus infinity to minus 2. When you apply for f of x, we get it as 7. Now let us take x to be equal to minus 3. So in that case, I'll get it as 7 minus of 4 into minus 3 minus minus 3 the whole square, which gives me 7 plus 12 minus 9. So obviously it is greater than 0. So it is strictly, hence we can see it is increasing. So for all values in the interval minus infinity to minus 2, we can see it as strictly increasing. And when we see in the interval of minus 2 to 0, now let us take the value of minus 1. Again, we can see that it is now going to be 7 minus 4 times minus 1 minus minus 1 the whole square. That will give you 7 plus 4 minus 1, which is also greater than 0. So we can say this is also strictly increasing. And when we come down to the third interval of 0 to infinity, now let us take 1. So that will give you 7 minus 4 into 1 minus 1 squared. So 7 minus 4 minus 1, which is greater than 0. But values when you take greater than 1, say for example, let me take x is equal to 3, then I get it as 7 minus 4 times 3 minus 3 squared. That is 7 minus 12 minus 9, which is lesser than 0. In this case, it is decreasing. So we can say in the interval of 0 to infinity, it is both increasing and decreasing. But in the interval of minus infinity to minus 2 and minus 2 to 0, it is strictly increasing. Hence the function is now increasing, strictly increasing in the intervals of minus infinity to minus 2 and minus 2 to 0. 19. Evaluate minus 2 to plus 2 modulus of, integrate minus 2 to plus 2 modulus of dx, x dx. So now I can split this as minus 2 to 0 when x is negative plus 0 to 2 when x is positive. Now on integrating, I get it as x squared minus of x squared by 2 in between the limits minus 2 to 0 plus x squared by 2 between the limits 0 to 2. Now applying the limits, I'll get the upper limit to be 0. The lower limit is now going to be minus 2 squared, that will give you 4, minus of minus, so that will give you minus of minus 4 will give you a plus 4 by 2, plus this is also now going to be plus 4 by 2, and the lower limit is now going to be 0, which is nothing but 8 by 2, which is equal to 4. Or question, integrate dx by 9 plus 4x squared. Now let me take 4 as the common factor outside, so that will give me 4 times 9 by 4 plus x squared. Obviously this is very similar to, I can also write it as 1 by 4 integration of dx by x squared plus 3 by 2 the whole square. So this is of the form x squared plus a squared, which is nothing but tan inverse. So this is equal to 1 by 4 tan inverse of x by a, which is nothing but 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. So already we have 1 by 4 there. That into a is now going to be 1 by 3 by 2 tan inverse of x by 3 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 4 into 2 by 3 tan inverse of 2x by 3, or if I cancel 4 and 2, that will give me 1 by 6 tan inverse of 2x by 3. 20th,